Welcome to our channel. Today's episode is about a young girl's handling of her childhood traumas. Let our main character take us through her journey. Hello, my name is Maria. I am 25 years old. Both my parents are doctors. I am the only child in the family, and my parents have always done whatever I wanted. I never had financial problems, but I always lacked something that money couldn't buy. When I was younger, I couldn't understand what it was that I was missing. After graduating from high school, I went to a private university. To be honest, studying was not for me. I found it boring. Almost everyone at school thought the same way as me. But for my parents, studying was very important. My parents were very disciplined and hardworking. My mother is a really beautiful woman. If she wasn't a doctor and had joined a modeling agency, she would probably be one of the most well-known models in the United States. But my mother doesn't even wear a lipstick. In her world, appearance is not important. What is important is to be disciplined and hardworking. That's why I consistently find myself in conflicts with my mom. My father is even worse than my mom. They even strategically planned and brought me into the world at the right time. However, not once did my father embrace me or express affection. Similarly, my mother enrolled me in piano and ballet classes before I even learned to read and write. After a while, my parents were no longer at home anymore. I grew up with babysitters, and when I reached a certain age, they almost didn't care about me at all. The only thing they cared about was whether I ran out of money and my exam grades. And then I graduated from the university. I majored in international relations and started a job with a good salary in an export and import company in California. One weekend, my friends from university organized a reunion party. We had a very fun night. After the dinner at a restaurant, we went for a walk on the beach. We started walking as a mixed group of boys and girls. Noah from the group said, "Oh look, a hot dog guy." Evelyn said, "Sweetie, what kind of a hot dog man is that?" "He is like the statue of David. I have a crush on him." We all started laughing. Of course, Noah didn't like this at all because he liked Evelyn since school, and when I stood in front of him, I realized that Evelyn was right. He was a very handsome boy, not like a hot dog guy, but like a movie star. And you could tell he spent a lot of time in the gym. Noah said sarcastically, "What's up, hot dog guy?" The man said, "Thank you, sir. Good evening. The hot dogs are very fresh. Don't you want to try them?" "Come on, make us some hot dogs," said Theodore. The hot dog guy started preparing hot dogs for all of us. I started to examine the boy closely. He was very handsome and very well-mannered. When the group said he was beautiful, Noah threw the sausage at the guy's face. Of course, the group started laughing. Then Noah said, "Aren't you ashamed to give us stale sausage?" The man was upset. "Sir, our sausages are fresh. Look how much everyone liked them. Please don't behave like that," he said. "Don't tell me how to behave, loser," Noah demanded. The hot dog guy didn't say anything, and the other men in the group tried to calm Noah down. Noah still wouldn't stop. "Okay, sir, if you don't like the hot dogs, I will not charge you. It will be my treat," the hot dog guy said. Noah went furious after these words, kicking the hot dog seller's counter. At this point, the guy grabbed Noah and threw him in the air. When Theodore tried to fight back, the hot dog guy beat Noah so badly that the four men next to us couldn't separate them. Those who tried to separate us were also beaten, of course. The hot dog guy's face was covered in blood and the police took us away. At the police station, the police started questioning the hot dog guy and he started crying out of anger. "I didn't do anything, I defended myself," he said. He was right. It was Noah's fault. Noah withdrew the complaint against him due to pressure from us. The others also withdrew their complaint. The cops didn't even ask the hot dog guy if he wanted to press charges. As we were leaving the police station, the hot dog guy was trying to pick up the broken hot dog stand in front of the police station, tears streaming down his face. 2 days later, I went back to the same place and there he was. I approached the counter and said I was going to buy a hot dog. The bruises on his face still hadn't disappeared. He recognized me but handed me a hot dog without saying a word. I looked at him and said, "I'm so sorry, we were wrong that night." He said, "No need, ma'am, I'm glad I could entertain you." "Please don't talk like that. I was really sorry," I said and offered him some money to repair his hot dog counter. "Do I look like someone who will take money from a woman? Thank you for your kindness, but I really don't want anything from you," he said. "Can I sit next to you for a while?" I asked him and we sat quietly for a while. Then we started small talk. After that, I came to him a few more times, and then a relationship started between us. I didn't even realize how it started. When my family found out about this, they were furious and threatened to leave me immediately. But I was madly in love. At first, I told my family that I broke up because they were putting too much pressure on me, but when they found out that I didn't break up with him, my family stopped communicating with me. We had a secret wedding, but when my family found out about it, they didn't accept it and all hell broke loose. Finally, they disowned me. I had some money and my husband and I settled in another town and started a hot dog business together. But things didn't go as we hoped. After a while, we run out of money. One day there was a knock on the door and it was the landlord. He reminded us that we hadn't paid for rent for 3 months. I tried to explain him our situation, but he wouldn't understand. Then the landlord made it clear that he wanted sex with me in exchange of staying in that house. I told him no, but he forced himself into me. 2 months passed. Then he started having more and more sex with me in exchange for the debt of the house. This started giving me pleasure after a while because the sex between my husband and I had decreased. After a year of paying the rent in a particular way, we left that house and moved to another one. I found a new job. My husband still doesn't know how I paid the rent.